where a man can live, he can also live well. Meaning, if we're actually fundamentally, principally able to live in a particular place of basically disorientation, despair, tragedy, then we can live there also with our character, integrity, morality, because ultimately everything depends upon us. We are fundamentally, inevitably responsible entirely for our nature, character, behavior, action, job, profession, success, relationship, and essentially everything else that we become, pursue, and admire in our lives happens because of our own thought, freedom, choices, and other faculties, because we have already been given, bestowed, and provided with the gifts and freedom of thought, decision, choice, action that always directs us either upon the path of righteousness, greatness, morality, virtue, or sends us down into the abyss of hell, of depression, dejection, betrayal, rejection. Obviously, because of our ignorant, inconsequential behaviors, that again leads to growth, learning, progress, or we continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. So, obviously, where a man can live, he can also live well, because ultimately it's our ability to live and not exist that makes everything worthwhile, because life is about living. And while you live with all of your character, talent, presence, integrity, morality, character, without any worries or without worrying or getting anxious about the past that has already happened and the future that is yet to come, because we control neither. The past has already happened. We could not control anything. We could not make anything good or better. We could not reverse what was meant to happen by the universal code. And we certainly cannot control, manipulate, dominate, twist the future as it is going to unfold and happen as it is meant to, in its own ways, in accordance with its own principle, sovereignty, responsibility either. So we can only learn by making mistakes and by moving forward. We can only grow, progress, develop in our existing powers, talents, abilities, qualities, virtues. And apart from that, we cannot do anything at all, and we're helpless against other people and also against the past and the future. We can only seek self growth, self motivation, self knowledge, and discover ourselves, conquer ourselves over and over in our ambition, desire, and meaning. But as far as the future and the past are concerned, then they always unfold as they are meant to unfold in their own ways. We are only actors, either partial or absolute, depending upon our preparedness, ambition, talent, sovereignty, unflinching attitude, etc. So if we're able to live, then we're also able to live well, because we can, we should,